Welcome to Essop's E-Lessons. Let's take a look at the difference between the Shakespearean and Petrarchan sonnet. The sonnet is a classical form of poetry. The word sonnet means a little song. It is a poem with 14 lines and is structured as one stanza. It contains a volta, which is the Italian word for turn, and this is the point in the poem where there is a dramatic change in thought or emotion. Both the Petrarchan and Shakespearean sonnet have a unique structure, so let's look at the Petrarchan sonnet first. We see that it's named after the Italian poet Francesco Petrarca, but many poets have borrowed from his style. The example I'm going to use today is Remember by Christina Rossetti. So firstly, we see that there are 14 lines. The Petrarchan sonnet is one stanza that is grouped as an octave and a sestet. The octave introduces the problem and the sestet solves the problem. The octave follows a rhyme scheme of A, B, B, A, B, B, A, whereas the sestet rhyme scheme can differ. With a Petrarchan sonnet, the volta occurs between the octave and the sestet, as this is the point where the poet stops looking at the problem and rather tries to look for solutions. If we take a look at the Shakespearean sonnet, it's named after English poet and playwright William Shakespeare. We see that the sonnet is grouped as 3 quatrains and a rhyming couplet. So a quatrain basically means 4 lines, and the rhyming couplet, the word couple, tells you that it is 2 lines. The Shakespearean sonnet has a very fixed rhyme scheme of A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. For the Petrarchan sonnet, we said that the volta was between the octave and sestet, and for the Shakespearean sonnet, we see the volta usually occurs before the rhyming couplet. Another characteristic of Shakespearean sonnets is that it is phrased in iambic pentameter. But what does that mean? If we break down the term, an iamb is a measurement in poetry. It is essentially a unit of stressed and unstressed syllables. So an iamb contains 2 syllables, 1 stressed and 1 unstressed. Penta means 5. So therefore, iambic pentameter tells us that there are 5 units of stressed and unstressed syllables per line. So 10 syllables per line, 5 are stressed and 5 are unstressed. Let's take a look at the first line of Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? If we separate it by syllables, we can see that there are 10 syllables per line. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? And you'll see that the semicircles in line mark the stressed and unstressed syllables. Each of the 14 lines of a Shakespearean sonnet is written in iambic pentameter. This means each line contains 5 iambs. So remember that an iamb is made up of 2 syllables, where the first is unstressed and the second is stressed. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos on poetry.